In this lesson, we're going to learn how to protect ourselves from ourselves. I'm speaking about spelling errors. Let's face it, we've all done it. Fortunately, we don't have to worry about that anymore because AutoCAD has made it difficult to misspell words. On my screen, I have a civil engineering example. This is a paving plan for an existing restaurant. And I'm at the point in my workflow where I'd like to create some labels. So I'm going to zoom in and let's add a label to this building. I'll start by launching the multi-line text tool, and then I'll pick a point on screen, and I would like to create a rotated label. So I'll right-click and select rotation. Then I'll pick a point on screen to define my rotation angle, and I'll click again to define the size of my column. Notice that I've misspelled a word. More importantly, AutoCAD noticed it too, and it drew a line underneath this text. If you're not seeing the line, the feature might be turned off on your system, and that's actually very easy to do by accident. There's an icon right here in the ribbon, and this is a toggle that will turn the underline feature on and off. To correct this word, I'll right-click on it, and at the top of the menu, I can see AutoCAD's top 3 suggestions for this word. Now, if these don't work for me, I can come down to more suggestions, and I can see additional choices right here. If this word is spelled correctly, I can add it to the dictionary, or if I don't want to go that far, I can select Ignore All to remove the underline from this word. I'm going to select the correct spelling, and then I'll click on screen to finish the label. Now, this is nice, the fact that AutoCAD is monitoring everything we type for errors, but what if we got this drawing from someone else? And what if it already contained a lot of existing text? How can we spell check this? Let me show you where we can go to find the tool. I don't know if you've noticed this yet, but all of the text tools we've used so far have been in this annotation panel. This is actually a miniature set of annotation tools. Notice that there is also an Annotate tab, and this contains a full set of all of the annotation tools. The spell checker is right here. When this comes up on screen, you'll find that this tool looks and works very similar to what you would find in a program like Microsoft Word. The first thing I have to do is tell AutoCAD where I'd like to search for spelling errors. By default, it's going to look at the entire drawing. If I click this icon, I can search selected objects only. I'll click the Start button, and when I do, AutoCAD will pan and zoom around the drawing looking for words that it doesn't recognize. I say doesn't recognize because if AutoCAD finds a word, it doesn't necessarily mean the word is misspelled. It only means that AutoCAD doesn't have that word in its dictionary. I'm going to move this box over a little bit, and you can see that AutoCAD has stopped on this road name. If we look right here, we can see the road name is not in the dictionary. If I look a little lower, I can see AutoCAD's best suggestion for this word. And if this doesn't work, I do have additional choices below. I can use these buttons on the right side to tell AutoCAD what I'd like to do with this word. If it is spelled correctly, I could add it to the dictionary, or I could ignore this instance of the word. I can also ignore all instances of this word. I could change the word with AutoCAD's suggestion, or I could change all instances of this word. Now, in this case, the word is spelled correctly, but I don't want to go so far as to add the word to my dictionary, so I'm going to click Ignore. As you can see, AutoCAD has found another word that it doesn't recognize. In this case, I'm going to select the correct spelling, and then I'll click on screen to finish the label. If you're someone who feels hesitant about adding words to your dictionary because it seems awfully permanent, let me show you where you can go to make changes to the dictionary. First, I'll click the Dictionaries button, and as you can see, we're using the American English Dictionary. If I click this flyout, you can see that there are several other choices. Down here at the bottom are a list of words that have been added to this dictionary. I'm going to click and hold on this slider, and I'll drag it to the bottom, and we can see SuperPave right here. If I wanted to remove this word from the dictionary, I can select it and click the Delete button. Likewise, if I wanted to add a word, I can enter it right here, and I could click Add. I'm going to click the Close buttons to close these dialog boxes. As you can see, not only does AutoCAD monitor everything we type, it also allows us to spell check the words we didn't. This means that spelling errors may finally have become a thing of the past.